Hey guys, the schedule got a little wonky, so we're gonna upload one of our first After Darks that we've been sitting on since October of last year. So, I hope you enjoy some outdated references, probably. So,
What's
Hi.
up?
not much. It's been a day.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely
Uh,
been one of those.
Watching Jacksepticeye play the newest Dark Pictures game called House of Ashes.
Apparently there are monsters in this one. Actual monsters
I
and not
know!
fake monsters.
For once!
Yeah. That's what I heard. I haven't seen House of Ash. Wait, no, it's not House of Ash. What was the one before House of Ash?
Little hope.
Little Hope. Yeah, that's the one that Paige is playing currently. I haven't watched her playthrough yet, so we'll see.
I didn't. I watched a little bit of Jack's playthrough of Little Hope. It had a cool execution, but like
Yeah.
I don't know, it didn't seem as interesting as I thought it would be, being set in like witch trial times. But yeah, House of Ashes actually does look good, and it looks like it actually does have monsters in it, which is great. So
Yeah. Or it could all just be a ruse.
no, please God. In today's video, Jack even said, if it turns out this is just another, the gas is making you see weird shit, I'm not playing another one of these games.
Yeah, that's fair.
God, imagine fucking cock teasing for 3 games, and then on the third one you're also like, ha! It's not monsters again! It's like, come on.
Haha, it was the human condition.
Also, apparently this is game 3 of 8.
Yeah, they said they were doing a bunch of it was gonna be like a
Once a year
specific
sort of thing.
Yeah. Yep.
Which,
That's
I
the
mean,
plan.
they all look great. I mean, so the
Yeah.
one of the celebrities they got for House of Ashes is Ashley Tisdale.
That name rings a bell.
She was in High School Musical
Oh, okay. Yeah.
and Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Yeah, okay. That tracks. Oh, yeah. I remember who that is.
And her character model is not that great looking.
If you apologize, if my apologies, but I'm in a lot of pain, so I'm gonna be moving back and forth and grunting a little bit.
It's all good.
I watched the first one get played, and it's so funny because I watched the Super Best Friends do the game before this. What was it?
Little Hope.
Not Little Hope. The
Oh.
game, the actual full game. Shit, what's it called?
Until Dawn.
Until Dawn. That's it. Where they fucking bumblefuck their way into a perfect game. They accidentally got the best ending, which was really funny.
That's awesome. When I played it, I think I did get, I think, at least 3 of the characters killed.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
I didn't want to. I tried my hardest to not get them murdered, but they ended up dead by my hand.
Yeah, apparently, it's really hard if you're not looking, if you're not paying attention to the game.
Yeah, there are certain things you're like, oh, this isn't going to have any negative consequences, and then bam.
Yeah.
Yep.
Turns out it does. Good job.
Yeah, I think when I played Until Dawn, I got by, I think, with 3 or 4 deaths.
Yeah,
and lost my fingers.
3 or 4 seems to be like the average for that game.
Mm-hmm.
I also had the one guy lose his fingers in the.
I don't think you can stop that from happening.
No,
I think
you can.
He has to lose.
You can.
They did that too, so I just assumed.
Yeah, you can. You use the machete to like wedge it open and pull your hand out.
Oof. Ugh. I'm good on that. And then I watched Paige play. She played the one that was like on the boat.
Man and Medan.
Yeah, her and Pat played that together.
God, that was
I think got a perfect ending in that too.
That was such a cool concept, a fucking a ghost ship.
Yeah, Well, the idea that it's, like some kind of weird makes you see shit gas is a really good idea once. You can't do it again after that because people know what you're up to. You have to
Right.
do an actual scary thing.
Ugh.
I do think it's funny that because I'm looking at Pat's schedule right now, talking about Pat's stream. He's got a pretty decent schedule until the 19th of November, where it becomes Pat stares at Endwalker every day until further notice. Which, yep, Final Fantasy XIV, baby, let's go.
My
I can't fucking wait.
Not to entirely date this episode, but my upload schedule for the next week is Dead by Daylight, Back for Blood, Dead by Daylight, Back for Blood.
That's fair. Did you cut up our stuff into pieces? Is that how you got so much footage for it?
I'm not entirely done doing that yet.
Okay. I was wondering if you were just playing it with someone else or something. Like, are you cheating on me like that?
No.
All right. We should play it again. I had a lot of fun with the game, and I don't want to play it solo anymore because I lost fucking an entire, 3 hours of progress because the game just decided that solo sucked and wouldn't give me the progress.
Rip.
So while I loved Until Dawn, I couldn't get into Become Human.
Oh, Detroit Become Human?
And I want to like it. I really, really do. But it doesn't grab me, and I don't know why.
Important to point out, that's a different studio that did that one.
Yeah. That's Quantic Dream you're thinking of that did that. Which is David Cage, the worst developer of all time. The guy who, when he was pulled into court and told that his game was racist, said no, screamed at the judge, started crying, and ran out of the room. He can go fuck himself.
I thought they were made by the same company. That's my fault then.
Wait, what game? What David Cage game is racist?
Detroit Become Human.
Oh,
he specifically said that game had nothing to do with race, and used a bunch of MLK quotes in the game.
It heavily what? Yeah, that's like the most this is about racism thing.
Yeah. It sure is. Dude, it's wild. The shit you learn about David Cage if you dig deep. Again, I don't want to talk too much about it, but the Super Best Friends did every David Cage game all the way up through Omicron, which is the worst game he ever did and is impossible to beat, but they did it somehow. And it ruined the channel. The joke is it's what caused them to break up. It's not actually, but it's a nightmare. Dude, just give it a look sometime. It's a goddamn nightmare. The whole thing is fucking wild.
You know what would be cool? A spin-off game just about Connor.
Who is Connor?
He's the RoboCop.
Oh. Yeah, that's the best part of the game is that guy. Apparently that's the most competent David Cage game. Because I don't know why. I think maybe he didn't have as much to do with it as some of the others. But dude, those games are bad. All of them. Beyond Two Souls is terrible. Omicron is a goddamn nightmare.
So we're talking about games, and I just had something come across my Twitter.
Ooh.
Wu-Tang Clan RPG.
Hell yes.
Reportedly in the works with Xbox.
Hell yes, let's go. Wasn't there a Wu-Tang Clan fighting game?
Shaolin style, yes.
Yeah. And they had that Wu-Tang Clan PS1 controller?
Yes.
Hell yes.
Wu-Tang is for the children.
Just gonna go ahead and find this and copy the address and just gonna go ahead and send that to Matt so Matt can take a look at that.
But yeah, it's again proving Wu-Tang ain't nothing to fuck with.
Can't wait. Fuck? Their last album, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if it's their last album, one of their albums is in that Wu-Tang Clan symbol shape. I don't even know how you're supposed to play it. Yeah.
I think their latest one was actually the one that the Pharma Bro.
Yeah, didn't Martin Shkreli buy that?
Yeah.
And then he ended up having to forfeit it in a lawsuit or something.
Yeah, because he was not gonna play it or whatever. or I don't know. I forget why.
No,
but-
he ended up having to go to court over something, and that was part of the judgment, and they took it as an asset. So it's now
Yeah.
owned by the federal government.
Yeah, it says in July 2021, it was announced that the album had been again sold by the U.S. government for an undisclosed amount, following Shkreli handing it over to the FBI in 2018 after being convicted of defrauding investors.
Jesus Christ.
There we go. I mean, you look at that guy's face. Are you really surprised he defrauded people?
Of course not.
The U.S. Department of Justice sold it to NFT collectors.
Fucking course they did.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
For $4 million. Holy shit.
Wu-Tang Clan. They do their thing. They probably didn't see a cent of that money either. That's the best part.
Pleaser DAO, that's the NFT group.
They wouldn't, because they got their money from the original sale to Shkreli.
Yeah.
Pleaser DAO had previously purchased NFTs related to the American whistleblower Edward Snowden and Russian punk band Pussy Riot.
All right. Well, now we know.
And knowing is half the battle.
Go, Joe. All right. Enough of all that shit. I came here today to talk about one thing.
And what would that be?
What We Do in the Shadows. I'm on the current season, and it's fucking great. And you need to watch it. That's all I'm going to say about it, because I don't want to spoil anything. It's a hell of a movie. If you haven't seen the movie, watch the movie. And then turn around and watch the show. Because it kills me. It's I think the thing that got me was because they're all vampires, right? That's the whole premise of the show.
Right.
They resurrect, or they don't resurrect, they call forth their ghosts and have conversations with their own ghosts. And then, like, one of the ghosts of the character stays around while the vampire is also still around. It's fucking wild. The show is insane. You should definitely watch it. That's all I'm going to say about it, because I don't want to, like, spoil anything for anyone. But yeah, that show's great. That show's fucking great.
It's on my list. I just need to actually sit down and watch it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, that's about where I'm at.
Season 3 is going on right now, and I just started watching it again, and I just wanted to remind everyone that if they're not watching it, they should be watching it, because it's fucking great.
You were about to go on a rant right before we started recording. What was it about again?
Me?
Yeah, you said what you...
Are you gonna have to remind me, because I don't remember.
Or did you just want to talk about what we do in the shadows?
I just want to talk about what we do in the shadows. It's the only thing I care about at this point right now.
Well, it was something else we were talking about, and you're like, but I'm not going to talk about that yet until later.
It was what we do in the shadows.
Okay.
It's literally the only thing I've been thinking about all day. I got up this morning and I started watching it, and I just started watching every episode. It's very, very good. It's a very good show.
What sucks is I don't think the movie's on anything I actually have access to.
What is it on? I know, I've seen it recently.
We're talking about the 2014 movie?
Yeah.
Apparently it's on Hulu Premium.
It's on Hulu.
It wasn't last time I looked.
It might be one of those things where, like, oh, if you upgrade to Hulu plus live TV, you can watch it.
Yeah.
I've had Hulu Live TV the whole time, and it wasn't on it.
Well, it'll be on FXX on Monday, the 1st of November, so that you can watch it probably there.
Well, now that it's on Hulu Premium, I have that, so I can actually watch it. Last time I looked, I think it was on Amazon.
Yeah, that movie's great. Taika Waititi is amazing in it. Everyone that plays a role in that is good.
Yep. I'm on Hulu. It says What We Do in the Shadows 2014. Switch to Hulu plus live TV in order to watch it.
Gotcha. Taika Waititi he's made some weird movies.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Like,
they're all I'm gonna say pretty great.
Jojo Rabbit.
Jojo Rabbit's amazing. I love that movie. It's kind of actually really weirdly heartfelt.
But but most people aren't gonna know what it is, and the title gives you no idea.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
It's a little German kid in 1940s whose imaginary friend is Hitler.
Played by Taika Waititi.
Oh!
It's a comedy.
Okay.
My favorite. It is a comedy. He also it's also like really heartfelt. He finds like I'm not gonna spoil too much of it. He finds a Jewish girl in his house, and like that it becomes a whole thing because he's part of the Hitler Youth. Like he's down to clown, and then he finds her, and it's a whole thing. But there was an interview with Taika Waititi about the movie and him playing Hitler, and he was like, "Well," the interviewer was like, "Well, what about people who say that like you can't." You're not portraying Hitler, like you haven't done any research to portray Hitler. Or like, well, how much research did you do to portray Hitler? And Taika Waititi literally goes like, I did about as much research as Hitler deserves, which is to say none at all. Because fuck him. And he just plays him like a comedy shithead. It's great.
Yeah. No, he plays him like a giant fucking doofus.
Yeah.
And
really fun.
It's weird. And when you first like hear about it, you're like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's great.
Like it was on HBO Max a while back, and I was watching stuff at work to pass the time, and I'm like, hey, I wanted to watch this, and I'm like, fuck, I can't watch this at work in case anybody notices what I'm watching, because they will not listen to an explanation.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't watch that at work.
So what do I watch instead? Blazing Saddles.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't have Hitler in it, so sure.
No, it just has a bunch of racial slurs.
Yeah, that's true.
But most people know Blazing Saddles and know the movie, so like...
it's good. That movie's great.
Okay, no, that's something else I gotta bring up. Mel Brooks has signed a deal with Hulu to make a new series.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you guys had seen that.
History of the World Part 2.
Yeah, that's so weird that they're doing that.
No, it isn't. It's Mel Brooks. And in fact, I would argue that as a series, it works better because you can devote more time to each time period.
I've never seen History of the World.
You need to. There's a musical number about the Inquisition.
Right. I'll put it. Let me go through my letterbox and I'll put it on a watch list.
Basically, any Mel Brooks movie is worth watching. Blazing Saddles, Silent Movie, High Anxiety, Robin Hood Men in Tights, Dracula Dead.
Dracula Dead, loving it. Even that is not. It's not his best work, but it's still fucking great.
Well, I mean, look
Leslie
at
Nielsen as Dracula is amazing.
I was gonna say, look at the cast on that one. The cast on that one can make up for like it being his least good movie. And the thing is, Mel Brooks' least good movie is still pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to hear a confession?
You never watched a Mel Brooks movie?
Yep.
That's fair. I mean, it's fair. You should
disappoint me yet again, Matthew.
At the very least, watch Blazing Saddles.
I've seen clips from Mel Brooks movies.
Have you seen Spaceballs?
I've not seen Spaceballs.
You should watch Spaceballs.
Oh,
you should watch Spaceballs. You should watch Blazing Saddles. Blazing Saddles is a little risque, but it's very good.
I did have parents that watched all of these fucking movies when I was growing up, but you know what I was doing while they were watching movies? I was playing fucking Kingdom Hearts and Soul Calibur and Tony Hawk.
And so was I, but I still watched them.
See, you can't say that you were playing. You can't sound cool unless you said you were playing Soul Edge, not Soul Calibur.
Fuck you.
Soul Edge is where it's at. I played Soul Edge. That game is terrible. It's not terrible. It's just not very good.
You're right. You're right, and you should say it.
I do like Soul Calibur a lot, and I do like Kingdom Hearts 1 a lot, and you cannot go back and play that game on the original PlayStation 2. You can't do it.
Nope,
it's impossible.
You have to play the HD final or the.
You remix. Really do. You really, really do, because you cannot. It's fucking trash.
You know what?
Seriously though, watch Mel Brooks movies.
I will. Maybe.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that and force you fucking.
Definitely Blazing Saddles. Style. Definitely Blazing Saddles, definitely Spaceballs, and I would also say definitely what's it called? Shit. the Robin Hood,
Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Yeah, those three are the three that you should watch.
Oh, I figured out what Soul Calibur game I played on Dreamcast.
It's Soul Calibur 2, right?
Nope, it was the first one.
Oh, yeah, that would track.
I will put the caveat that Robin Hood Men in Tights has Chappelle in it before he went all stupid.
Yeah.
But
I mean, yeah, it's an old movie. You're gonna have shitty people in it.
Yeah, I can overlook that.
My Soul Calibur 2
I will not hear a bad word about Carrie Elvis.
I don't know who that is. Why don't I know who that is?
It's fucking Robin himself.
Oh, right. Yeah, he's great. I don't know names. I'm bad at names.
Was also the Dread Pirate Roberts.
He was. Oh, that is him, right? He's the one. That meme where he turns and goes, "Huh." It still gets me to this day. Love it. It's the same as from Firefly when fucking Nathan Fillion does that.
Is the Dread Pirate Roberts from Princess Bride?
Yes.
I haven't seen Princess Bride.
Jesus Christ,
no,
Matthew.
It's fine. Let him not.
I'm just playing. I
hadn't seen all of the Star Wars movies, like the original trilogy, up until like 2 years ago, so I'm not mad at it.
No, it's just shit you have to add to your list because like these are great movies.
Right. Soul Calibur 2 was the one that had Link and Hayachi and Spawn in it.
Yes.
That's right.
And because I had it on PlayStation 2, I got Heihachi.
Sorry to hear that. I like that his best weapon in that game is just his fists. It's just his fists without anything on them.
He's the king of Iron Fist.
Fucking God. Get out of here.
Dude, I want to play Tekken 7 so bad, but I can't justify the 80 gigs of space at once.
Just play fucking Super Smash Brothers. It's got what's his name in it from Tekken. That's fine.
I would just Kazuya.
Kazuya, yeah.
I would just like to point out that when I said Jesus Christ, Matthew, my wife heard me, and I just got a message from her saying, "Damn, using the government name."
That's very good.
That's pretty good. I also while I was in the hospital, because we haven't talked a lot since then, I finished Metroid Dread.
Nice.
I bought it and beat it.
Jaice was playing it the last time we recorded an After Dark.
It is a hell of a game. It is very, very, very good.
Difficult, but good.
Yes. Well, it's. I would say it's about as difficult. You can beat it if you get enough of the stuff that you need, like of the collectibles.
Yeah.
And you've learned how to play that game. Like the final boss is a fucking. If you don't know what you're doing, is really, really hard. But he can be beaten.
I'm not saying it's unbeatable, but like it's the good kind of difficult.
Someone did a 0% speed run in like an hour. It's like an hour and a half, I think it was. It's fucking wild, man.
There's a lot of sequence breaks.
Yeah, the crate sequence break kills me. The fact that it was designed to be that way? Are you fucking kidding me?
Not to hard pan back to Tekken real quick.
You're good.
I just want to acknowledge how fucking wild it is that you can, in Tekken 7, you can play not only as Negan from The Walking Dead, but also Noctis from Final Fantasy XV.
Yep. And costume them up, too. Negan in, like, fucking pink hoodie and shades with, like, a hearts around his head. It's fucking stupid.
I think I have 7.
I have it on Steam. Like I said, I just haven't installed it yet. Maybe
I'm pretty sure I grabbed it during a sale.
That's what I did. Maybe I should just install it and just play a little bit.
Yeah, just play a little bit of it.
I've had a hankering for just playing really any kind of fighting game.
I've never had that hankering. I don't know what that's like. I'm bad at fighting games.
I'm bad at fighting games too.
And don't like... If I want to play something similar to a fighting game, I'll play like Dark Souls. Because Dark Souls has very fighting game in terms of like your movements and stuff, but I don't have to worry about fighting other people unless I like want to.
Unless your world gets invaded.
Yeah, I know how to mitigate that though. In most of the Souls games, it's pretty easy to mitigate people coming in and wrecking your shop. Also,
That's why I just turn my internet off when I play those.
Yeah, I'm good enough at those games. I like to think that most people who are going to try to invade me aren't going to get far. Or like I said, I'll just turn my internet off. But yeah, I've been playing that. Metroid Dread is great. It just plays like a dream. It's so smooth. And it got me going back to play the Metroid fan game, the another Metroid 2 remake.
Oh, right.
Which is really good and also really hard, and I'm stuck on it, and that sucks. It's a lot longer, I think, than Dread is, but I'm not really sure about that. I'm still playing it. But yeah, no, it's great. That game's great. I just had a hankering for Metroid games recently, since playing Dread.
I was trying to make my way through Super Metroid.
Mm-hmm.
And just, I don't know what it is about Metroid.
If you're not into it, you're not into it.
Yeah.
Well, my explanation was that Metroidvanias have evolved quite a bit from back then.
Yeah.
And it is really hard to go back to the...
It can be.
To the ones that started it because they don't have a lot of the shit that's been developed since then.
It can be, for sure. Especially the original Metroid, Super Metroid. Super Metroid has there's stuff in Super Metroid like I didn't know there's items in that game you can just miss. Like there's a ball jump where you can, when you're in Morph Ball, you can jump around. I thought they added that in Metroid Fusion. Apparently not. Apparently they added it in Super Metroid. So fucking There you go. I just never found it in all my playthroughs of that game.
Super Metroid has a lot of that stuff in it, and it's just people didn't know you could find it.
That game gives you very little direction and just lets you go. It's very Dark Souls in that way. Like Dark Souls has a lot of that stuff. Dark Souls, it's one of those things people bitch about. Oh, this is the Dark Souls of this, which is stupid. But like Dark Souls does a lot of that stuff, and like it's very much, it gives you very soft direction on where to go and lets you decide what you want to do. And it's pretty great.
Can we talk about the co-creator of God of War, or the creator of God of War? One of those two titles.
He's the lead. No, God of War was created by a team of like 40 people or something, right? Like he's not the creator. He was the head lead on the project, and he does have a lot more power than most people.
Oh, he was the lead designer. Okay.
Yeah, he was the lead designer. And like he's also an asshole. And when you think about the original God of War, of course he doesn't know what like in-level like pointing shit out is. Like of course he doesn't know how that works. Because that original God of War game has fucking all your buttons just spinning on the screen when you can press something. It's ridiculous.
So, for anyone that doesn't know, the lead designer of God of War said that Metroid Dread had bad design because he couldn't figure out how to shoot a block.
So yeah, the basic idea of it is
so like, he's an idiot.
It's basically like the level design, and I get, if he had done it anywhere else, there's some places in the game that he could have said it that I would have gotten where he was coming from, but
it was in like a starting area, wasn't it?
It was earlier in the game, yeah. And basically it is, there are enemies crawling on the ceiling, and as you're shooting the enemy, the idea is that you would hit, so you can aim up and around, up and down, left, right, like in like a full like 8-way pattern in that game. Like you have an aim button, and most people will aim at the enemy who's on the ceiling to shoot the enemy, kill the enemy, but shoot too many times because you just spam the button and break through the ceiling that's behind the enemy. Like that's just how it is. He was doing this really roundabout, like jumping up to shoot it for no reason. Like I still don't know why or why he was doing that.
So like he was purposely playing it badly.
Yeah, I wouldn't really say necessarily playing it badly, just wasn't playing it the intended way when you think about how he was doing it.
Okay.
Look, all I'm gonna say is if you're playing a Metroidvania and you're not looking for secret paths and ways to get around, like, have you ever actually played one before?
No. The answer is no. The answer is he's never. The answer is he's an idiot.
Also,
It's literally one of the biggest things about them is the going over old parts of the map and with new items finding other ways through and other ways to break down
and
things.
I would have even given him
paths.
the benefit of the doubt if he'd have been like, well, this doesn't make any sense. I shouldn't have had to I could have given him the benefit of doubt, but he calls it bad game design. No, it's not bad game design. You just fucked up. You didn't follow the intended developer created way to do this. Like, you fucked up, man. Like he was acting as if it was like the developers of the game had fucked up when he had actually been the one who had fucked up.
Yeah, it was an ID 10T error.
Also,
and it's ridiculous.
I just want to say, as much as I love the God of War games, the first one's level design was not very good.
They're also like all gross and misogynistic and a bunch of bullshit. Like fuck the original 3 God of War games. Like fuck them. Like legitimately fuck those games. I hate those games. I've come around on those games a lot because I don't like him. I don't like those characters. I don't like it at all. The only reason the new God of War is so good is because they dump all that shit.
Out of the original ones, God of War 2 is the better one.
Yeah, I agree.
1 and 2 aren't great, but Jesus Christ, does 3 just fucking ramp it up.
I went back and played that game recently because I hadn't played it in a while, and it's free on PlayStation 4. And
3 is just real cynical.
3 is so bad with all that shit. Like,
it's
disgusting. Obviously 1 and 2 are bad with it. Like, it was the whole controversy about the sex mini game and everything.
Well, it's not, you know what? Whatever. Sex mini game is fine. You want to hang out with fucking Aphrodite and Banger, that's cool. That you do you, fam. It's the minigame where you have to drag an unwilling woman across a puzzle and then throw her into the gears of a puzzle to stop a door from shutting.
Yeah.
You have to do that. And then right after that section is the Aphrodite section. Immediately after it, it's like, fuck you. We don't respect women at all. Fuck that game.
3 is so much like I'm not saying 1 and 2 are good on that subject because they're not.
No, they're not.
But Jesus Christ, they're so tame compared to how bad 3 is with it.
Yeah, 100%.
There's no reason for them to have ramped it up that much for the 3rd game.
Yeah, it's a nightmare. It's disgusting.
Well, at least we got 2018.
Yeah,
I got a little farther and then had to stop. I just couldn't do it anymore. Just couldn't.
And then we got Ragnarok around the corner, and god damn it, I need a PlayStation 5. Oh no, it's coming out on PS4.
Yeah, it'll be on PS4 as well.
Sweet. All right.
And it'll probably be on PC, so I'm just gonna wait for the PC version.
I keep starting the 2018 reboot, and I just get distracted by other games. I think the farthest I've gotten in the reboot is getting to the next realm.
It's incredibly good.
Yeah, no, it's good, and like I like it. It's just I'll get playing, I'll play something else, and then I just get distracted by it and the next thing, and fuck ADD.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Like, that's the entire reason I haven't finished like Kingdom Hearts 3, Persona 5, so many other different games.
I haven't finished Kingdom Hearts 3 either, and that's more just because I got burnt out on the entire series.
I finished it and it was bad. So don't play it. No, I do believe it's bad, but I think you should still play it.
I just have an issue with here's the ending. 4 months later.
Yeah.
No. Here's a $35 expansion that's the real ending.
Yeah, very Kingdom Hearts, or very Final Fantasy XV of you.
Listen, Listen, nobody said Square Enix was a fair company.
Like, see, to me, that's not even Square Enix. That's just all the Kingdom Hearts bullshit.
Nobody said
Yeah.
Tetsuya Nomura was a competent storyteller.
Like, yes, there's Square Enix's bullshit with, DLC and microtransactions and all that. But that is a straight up fucking Kingdom Hearts thing. Hey, here's the ending. Oh wait, we're coming out with another game, and that wasn't actually the ending.
Oh, I would just like to speak on this real quick. They
And
just
everybody Sora or fucking Xehanort, and if they're not one, they're the other.
it just got announced that Final Fantasy XIV is the most profitable Final Fantasy of all time. So
Good.
hell yes, it is very good.
I need to get back on 14. I have a dungeon to do.
You do.
All I'm going to say is that does it really surprise anybody the MMO is the most profitable?
Right, but like specifically
an MMO that's good.
Yeah, it's amazing is what it is. That game
Yeah, but like
goddamn tastic.
But like MMOs, like they just keep generating money.
Yeah,
is my point.
Well, it's the. I mean, obviously, we know why it's profitable. It's the Fantasias. It's the item shop. It's the store where you can buy cool items and mounts. But
we're comparing an MMO to console single player games. Like, of course, the MMO is going to be more profitable.
But it's also more profitable than the other MMO they did because they did that.
Oh yeah, they did do Final Fantasy XI.
Okay. Yeah, but we don't talk about 11 because 11 sucked.
No, it definitely did not suck. You're 100%
See, that's not everything I've ever heard about it. All I've ever heard is complaints about how bad it was.
I think you're thinking about the original 14.
No, I'm not, because I remember reading reviews about it.
All I have ever heard about 11 is how good it is. I have never heard anyone
11 from what I've heard is good, and there still are servers available for it, weirdly enough.
Yeah, there was recently a Final Fantasy XI crossover in 14 where like some characters came over.
Also, I think like 11 had a resurgence of like new players. Like a very small resurgence. But yeah, from what I've heard, Final Fantasy 11 is good, but like could have been better. It's one of those sort of deals.
Yeah. It didn't have Yoshi P on it, and that's its biggest flaw.
For sure.
There's your problem. I see your problem.
Didn't have Yoshi P.
Got to make those fucking trains run on time, man. He's part of the producers. He's one of the producers of 16 too.
I just got my issues with MMOs.
That's fair.
That's fair. There's nothing wrong with that.
MMOs are not for everybody.
Nope.
See, it's not even like gameplay or anything with MMOs. It's you bought the game. Now you have to pay to play it.
I mean, I get it.
Fuck you, I bought the game. Why should I have to pay to play it?
I get that, but the interesting thing about 14, and I know you've had your problems with 14. So like,
yeah, I have no access to any of my shit unless I fucking rebuy the game again.
Yeah, see, that's understandable. I mean, you can just pay the $15 to play. You can, but
no, I'm on principle. I will not fucking do it.
Yeah, I mean,
especially when I bought the fucking complete edition and then they made all that fucking free.
Yeah, you bought in at the worst possible time. I get it, but like they have specifically been as good as they possibly can about going to people and going, look, if you're not having fun with the game, don't buy it. Like if you're not having fun with the game, just come back when we win the expansion. Like they specifically don't want people burning out. And
I don't get why they can't fucking just give me access to the rest of my shit now that it's all free.
I mean, because there's stuff in the paid version that you can't do in the free version. You can't. They
literally released everything I have for free.
Yeah, but there's there's trading and like partying and things like that you could technically do on your account that a free account can't do. I don't know, man. If you talk to them, they might just they might just let you do that. Like,
yeah, I hear their live customer support chat is like incredibly helpful.
Worst case scenario, they might give you a free month. Like,
ooh, a fucking month, and then I'm back in the same goddamn.
All right. Listen. I get you are in the worst.
Final Fantasy XIV.
Yeah,
in my opinion, fuck it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you got in at a bad time. Like no one expected them to make all of that content free. Like it wasn't something people were like, "Oh yeah, they're gonna do that any day now." No one expected that to happen. Everyone expected them to just do the.
I don't care if it was 25. Expected or not. It's the fact 30. That like I don't even care about the shit you're talking about with the trading and all that. I want the access to the fucking expansions I paid for. And now that they're all free, like, I still can't fucking play them because I have to fucking buy another fucking subscription through my fucking PSN account. And, like, fuck you. If that's all free to anybody making a new one, why the fuck can't I even just access that shit?
If it's a PlayStation account, you can't even do that. Like, it's one per account. Yeah. Like I know where you're coming from, and I also understand where they're coming from. I get both sides of this equation.
There is no both sides of this because I do not want any of the fucking paid shit. I just want access to the expansions.
Well, maybe they can. I don't know, man. You got a bad rap on this. I'm not gonna lie, but like it's a good game. Like, I don't know what else to
Wouldn't say. Fucking know. I have to fucking pay for it again.
Oh, man. I shouldn't have brought it up. Oof. I knew this was coming.
I'm sorry. Like, this is my whole issue with MMOs. It's like, fuck you. I paid the money to buy the game. Why the fuck am I having to pay to play it? You need money to keep the servers up? That's what all your extra cosmetic bullshit is for. All your goddamn mounts and all that. I mean, why am I having to pay a fucking subscription to play my game?
It takes a lot of money to run an MMO. I'm not gonna say it's the best model or anything like that. But I know that studio. Like, if it's one thing I can say about that studio above all other MMOs is that they are trying. That's all I can say. Is like that group is trying. It's the only MMO group I can think of that is like.
Well, the way they've done this whole thing, I really don't care.
Yeah, like I said, you got a bad rap. Like, that's just all there is to it. You got a really bad rap. You got really unlucky with how they set it up. And
like, I literally ended up wasting my money because I fucking bought the shit. I played for that month, and then a few months later, it's all fucking free.
Yeah, it was pretty quick for you, wasn't it?
Maybe a year, but like.
Oh, well, okay. Now that's okay.
Yeah, I don't get being mad at.
Let's back up now. Let's back up a little bit.
There have definitely been things that I bought. There have definitely been things that I've bought that were free later, and I don't get being mad about that.
Like, I'm pissed that I can't access any of it. I literally paid for it, and I cannot access it now.
Wait, how can you not then? I'm confused.
Because I have on the PlayStation, I cannot access any of that. Even though it's free now for everybody making a new account, even on the PlayStation, because I bought it bought
Because
I have to buy a subscription to fucking access any of it.
Yeah, because he bought Heavensward.
You technically have two different accounts then, yeah.
Yeah. Also, I need to look at your level of subscription because depending on when you bought it, you might actually be able to go farther than most people. You probably can level up past Heavensward, which is level 60.
Can I? Stranger of Paradise is a very dumb name.
What?
I agree.
For a Final Fantasy game.
Oh, fucking Chaos?
I'm gonna kill Chaos.
Chaos, the game? Yeah. That game's fucking wild, dude. What are they thinking?
I
think some of the Final Fantasy, at this point, they're just throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks.
Not entirely true.
This is a meme game. This is a meme game.
It's a complete spin-off game.
It's 100% a meme.
And I mean, like, it's being developed by Team Ninja.
Yeah.
Fair.
Like, they're doing this on purpose.
Like, Team Ninja are the people behind fucking Dead or Alive.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
So this is like their brand.
Yeah,
I thought their brand was Jiggle Physics at this point.
Yeah.
It's like what's the name of the game? There's a game that they did very similar to this. It's like a third person shooter, and I can't think of the name of it.
Oh
but,
shit! I'll go through their Wikipedia list of games.
Yeah, but no, I mean there's a whole scene in the second, like at the end of the second fucking demo where they finish everything at the end, and the guy goes, "That's a bunch of bullshit," and then puts on fucking, what was it? He puts on Limp Bizkit music, and like they leave out of the castle to Limp Bizkit, and not like fake Limp Bizkit, actual Limp Bizkit. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
What the fuck? That's ridiculous.
Also, I refuse to believe you.
Also, Team Ninja developed Metroid Other M.
Yeah, the baby. Yeah, the baby Metroid. Mm-hmm. Don't play that game. It's real fucking bad.
The shitty Metroid.
Oh, I didn't know it had a reputation for being shitty.
Oh, it's a bad game, dude. It's bad.
Gameplay-wise, it's not great. It makes Samus basically infantile to where she can't use shit without the fucking somebody else's permission.
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She freezes when she sees Ridley because she's a woman, and woman freeze when see angry.
Yeah, they took everything that was badass about Samus and just went, what if we made her a damsel in distress?
Yeah.
I'm scrolling through Team Ninja's Wikipedia list.
It may not be Team Ninja. Maybe the dude who's the lead Team Ninja, whose name I can't remember. And it's like his name is on it. So like I don't actually remember what the name of the thing is. I'd have to go through like Super Best Friend catalog.
But yeah, just Stranger of Paradise is just a bad name for a Final Fantasy game.
Yeah.
Are you thinking of the one as something of the damned?
No, not that. I know what you're thinking of, and it's not
because that has a very similar sense of humor to what you're talking about.
No, it's actually, if I remember correctly, it's a pretty competent third-person shooter. It was just bad game. It was years and years and years and years and years ago at this point, so it's gonna be hard to find.
But... Oh, someone just advised me to buy a Wrestle Crate.
Do it.
And do an
I get him.
And do an unboxing for it.
I was gonna say do it and do an unboxing.
All I'm going to say is I'm just got the Halloween one, and I am currently wearing a Danhausen shirt that is 3D.
Yeah, that's yep. The person who told me to get a Wrestling Crate just showed me all the shit that they got out of it.
And it is literally the only way to get a Dark Order mask, and I have one.
That's cool.
Which tier should I get? Cheap Heat, Mid Card, or Tag Team?
I hate all of those.
I would just go with the full crate, but that's me.
Oh, yeah, well, I guess it is $30.
It's worth it for the 2 shirts alone. Like when how much they charge on pro wrestling tees.
For sure.
Like I get why, but like it ends up being worth it for the shirts alone.
There's only 130 crates left for November.
And I'm pretty sure mine's on auto renewal, so.
Features Kenny Omega, Luna Vachon? Vachon. Tyler Breeze, Terry Funk, Cassie Lee, Jesse McKay, RJ City, Virgil, and Swoggle.
Man, that game is driving me nuts because it starts with a dude doing a drum solo as like the world explodes or some shit, and I don't remember the name of it. It's driving me crazy. Devil's Third, that's what it's called.
Never heard of that one.
Fuck, it's bad. It's a bad game. It's a fun game from what I've seen of it, but it's a bad game.
Oh my god. Oh shit.
That's why. It was Tomonobu Itagaki is the guy I was thinking of. Who made it and then left because he was on Team Ninja, I think, up until Devil's Third as director, and then left.
Oh my god. I need to Speaking of Devil's Third, I need to go back and rewatch the Game Grumps playthrough of that. It's fucking hilarious. Because the entire time they just do like an over-the-top sort of Russian accent for the main character.
Oh my god.
Nozvadonya.
Yeah. Look up some Devil's Third sometimes. That was back in 2015, and then he left Team Ninja.
Devil's Third is nuts. I gotta scroll back through my.
No, I take it back. He did Devil's Third after he left Team Ninja, but yeah, like he did like all of the Dead or Alive games. He did all of Ninja Gaiden, like Ninja Gaiden Black, Ninja Gaiden 2. And then yeah, he left and then did Devil's Third.
So, speaking of weird games, I was watching my friend stream a game on Discord through totally legal means.
Mm-hmm.
It's a PlayStation 2 game. In Europe and Oceania, it's called Freakout, but here in America, it's called Stretch Panic. The story stars a girl named Linda who lives with her 12 vain sisters who are obsessed with beauty and treat Linda as her errand girl, often making fun of her scarf. One day, a mysterious present appears on the family's doorstep, which, upon being opened, unleashes 13 vanity demons. As 12 of the demons manage to kidnap and possess the other sisters, the 13th demon becomes stuck in Linda's scarf. With everyone sucked into a weird dimension, Linda, now having full command over her newly possessed scarf, sets out to save her 12 sisters and exorcise the 12 demons possessing them. So that's
what is this called again?
All right,
Stretch Panic.
That sounds familiar. The name, not the description.
Let me tell you what the gameplay loop is. The game. Hang on. Hang on.
What?
Yeah.
The game.
I just looked this up. Jesus Christ! What?
Yes. Hang on. Let me read this. The game starts off in a main hub where players can access the available levels, save their progress, and access a gallery where they can freely stretch the bosses they have exercised. There are 2 sets of levels, EX levels, which are platforming levels, and boss fights. The EX levels are notable for having only one enemy type, women with comically enormous breasts.
Yeah.
No, dude, you do not get it. Hold on here.
Post an image in the Discord.
Well, I think we know what the name of the episode is. Comically enormous breasts.
What about the big Final Fantasy XIV rant?
Yeah, that works too.
Points can be earned by attacking these enemies on their weak points, their heads, which are required to enter each of the boss levels.
Man, but I sure hate this.
Like, what in the fuck?
Yeah.
I don't like anything in here. I'm looking at some stuff. There's some fan art I'm not a fan of. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like this at all.
I'm dying. Oh god.
Okay, I'm going to be the one to do it. Hold on. I'm going to be the one to do it. I'll subject my eyeballs to this.
There's a really nicely endowed woman with a Stretch Panic t-shirt, which is pretty great.
There actually is Rule 34. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, of course. I'm not surprised.
Yeah,
why wouldn't
there be?
Not much of it, but a little.
I sure hate all of this.
I do want you to know that the game is called Freakout in Europe and Oceania.
Yeah. I'm surprised it came out in Europe or Oceania.
Oh, I found a band called Stretch Panic.
Maybe that's what I was seeing.
And they describe themselves as garage rock, dorkwave, ghoul pop.
All right, well, nope. We found the name of the episode. There it is.
What
right
is
there.
it?
You did it.
Garage rock, dorkwave, ghoul pop?
Yep. Because no one's going to figure out what that means.
Incredible.
Man, I sure
Anybody
hate all
else feel that, like, fucking some music is getting a little too genre, like, specific?
No.
It's just a goof.
Everyone have their own community. It's fine.
Okay, but, like,
wait.
The only reason I say that is because I'm a metalhead, and, like, some of that shit gets unnecessarily...
metal subgenres are fucking dumb.
Like, Bay Area thrash metal from the 80s in this specific neighborhood. It's like, why are we breaking it down that far?
Hang on, apparently Game Grumps played Stretch Panic, and I need to just
oh Lord,
put that in my queue. Oh, they did. They did 6 episodes, but it was back when JonTron was on the show. Speaking of metal subgenres, yeah, that gets sometimes shit just gets a little too specific.
I like aluminum. That's my favorite metal subgenre.
Yes, aluminum is great.
The fact
That's
you
where
know
it
what?
belongs.
I'm gonna look it up because I guarantee you there's actually a metal subgenre
called aluminum.
I guarantee it. It's so fucking.
If there is, it's more than likely a joke.
Probably.
There are a lot that people just make up to make fun of the fact that there are so many specific subgenres of stuff.
Okay, there isn't. I'm surprised.
But you know it is kawaii metal.
I mean, that's baby metal, and fuck you if you don't like them. So, here's a basic list: heavy metal, black metal, doom, crossover thrash, death metal, alternative, power, avant-garde, progressive, groove, metalcore, gothic.
This is just brands of music. Like, these aren't even versions of metal.
Yes, these are actually all subgenres of metal.
Avant-garde is not a version of metal. That's a bad name for something.
Avant-garde metal.
Yeah, I'm not adding the metal on the end of everything. I'm not saying it that many times.
That's not... You can't call something avant-garde. Someone else has to call it avant-garde. This is bad.
It's funny when you mouse over avant-garde metal, the photo that accompanies the page first is Meshuggah.
All right.
I can see that.
I think we're done here.
What is
okay? Gothic, deathcore, glam,
beat down hardcore,
melodic, grindcore, industrial, sludge, technical death, folk.
God.
Fuck you, I like folk metal.
Sludge.
Unblack metal.
Symphonic metal is pretty good. That's like Nightwish, Epica, that kind of stuff.
Right. Unblack metal is just Christian black metal, because that exists.
Thought that was white metal.
That's probably like another name for it.
Or has that been taken over by fucking racists?
Black metal's pretty heavily rooted in racism anyway, so...
Sludge.
Are we talking American or Norwegian?
Norwegian.
Okay.
I would just like to remind everyone that sludge...
Specifically Burzum in bands of that ilk.
Knew it was coming! Fucking Varg and... Oh god, you're such a dipshit.
But yes, sludge metal.
Sludge metal is a thing that exists.
Yep, a band that you might be familiar with, at least their older stuff, Mastodon.
No idea. Nope.
I like Mastodon. Mastodon's pretty good.
No clue.
What about I Hate God?
I've heard of them, don't really listen.
I don't listen to metal at all. I don't listen to music at all.
Do you know Alice in Chains?
I know the name Alice in Chains.
Faith No More?
I've heard that name once.
Tool.
I do like Tool.
Breaking Benjamin.
Okay.
I do like
Hang
Breaking
on.
Benjamin.
Are you just naming bands now, or are you naming bands that are sludge metal? Because I'm going to say right now,
we're going through all
Breaking Benjamin is not.
I'm going through a different one. Sorry, I didn't specify that.
Okay.
I'm under alternative metal here.
I was going to say Breaking Benjamin is not sludge.
No, Breaking Benjamin, Chevelle, Godsmack, and this one I disagree with.
That's my favorite brand of metal.
System of a Down. I would not call them alternative.
They're new metal, right? Like in new metal?
New metal and alternative can almost be used interchangeably.
Fair.
I don't know anything about metal.
I also would have a really hard time classifying System of a Down, period.
In general, yeah.
Yeah.
They're just so weird.
They're pretty great.
They're great, yeah.
They're great, aren't they?
Yeah, new metal tends to be like stuff like Cold Chamber, Linkin Park, Slipknot, Disturbed.
Limp Bizkit. Technically, yeah, Limp Bizkit.
Are they new, or do they technically count as rap metal?
New. See, I always thought something like Breaking Benjamin was like rock music, like not metal.
Alternative metal and hard rock have a lot of overlap.
They're the same thing. Oh my god, are we really doing this?
And this is how we break them.
Oh
exactly.
God. I'm so over this. Absolutely not.
This is why whenever I talk about music, I'm like, oh yeah, I listen to metal, alternative, and EDM. And that's it.
No, it's just rock music. It doesn't matter. It's good music. I don't listen to. I really don't listen to genres. Like I'm not the kind of person that's like, is this the genre for me? No, it's like I'll listen to music that I like.
Yeah.
Like I'm literally that person that'll I'll listen to like video game music all day one day, and then like a musical like soundtrack the next, and then like Breaking Benjamin and System of a Down the next day, and just do that over and over and over and over again constantly. Like I'm that crazy of a person.
I wouldn't say that's crazy.
I do a lot of stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I'll have days where I'm like, I want to listen to nothing but 100 Gex today. Just some
That's fair.
absolute nonsense hyper pop.
Yeah, like I might listen to like old school rap, like Jurassic 5, which is the only rap group I can name that I have enjoyed their music of. But there is one that exists, so I know I like it.
Oh, you haven't tried any NWA?
No, I don't. I don't listen to a lot of rap music, but I should.
I should too, honestly.
Well, there's NWA, there's Ice-T, Ice Cube.
Yeah, I mean,
all the
probably
ices.
Yeah.
All the ices, yeah. Little Ice.
If you're going old, there's
Ice Water.
technically Sugar Hill Gang.
Technically Beastie Boys.
Beastie Boys.
Let's just talk a minute about how Beastie Boys everybody fucking loved, and it was 3 upper class Jewish boys from LA.
Yeah.
Also, I want to point out that their song "Fight for Your Right" is a satire of like party music, but everybody uses it as party music.
Anthem.
Yeah. That's how it goes.
And that's why they refuse to play it.
People don't get the satire.
They refused to play it live because nobody ever fucking got it. That they were making fun of that shit.
That's great.
The song title has 2 parentheticals in it. It's in parentheses, right. You gotta, outside of parentheses, fight for your right, in parentheses, to party.
It's pretty great.
Like how do you not get it? Like,
also, I do want to, I want to say that the title "Licensed to Ill" is very good.
That's a good name.
Like, no, Beastie Boys were good, straight up. It's just you don't expect it to come from like that demographic,
right? Also, No Sleep Till Brooklyn is a parody of glam metal. Nobody got that either.
No Sleep Till Brooklyn, but that's just a good song.
It is.
Yeah.
No Sleep Till Brooklyn is just good.
Well, I mean, No Sleep Till Brooklyn, Intergalactic.
Apparently, I'll be listening to a bunch of My Chemical Romance since it's the 10th anniversary.
15th
today. 15?
The 15th anniversary of the Black Parade.
Oh, damn. Okay, yeah. Well, I'm old.
Has it really been that long already?
Yep. I was of the tender age of 11. I didn't get into My Chemical Romance until I was 15, so like 2010-ish.
Baby Matt.
Oh yeah.
I didn't realize it had been that damn long.
Yeah, we're old. Turns out we're all old. Yeah, we're all getting old.
I started listening to MCR like the year before Danger Days came out.
Danger Days, isn't that a Gorillaz album?
No, that's Demon
Days.
Oh yeah, you're right.
The MCR album is Danger Days: The True Lives of the Fabulous Killjoys. Gerard did a comic book series about it, and it's very good. Read the Danger Days comics; they're really good.
No, you can't make me. Oh, he's a great comic book writer. Like I'll give you that.
I need to get my hand on the third Umbrella Academy.
That was back when Marvel and DC were like, do you write do you want to write a comic book? Are you a comic book writer?
Gerard,
no, okay, do it.
Gerard, do you want to write Doom Patrol?
Oh, they were doing it for everyone, dude. The
thing is that Gerard is actually pretty damn good at it. Turns out.
Yeah, he was. But like, they were like, if you are not a comic book writer and you want to write a comic book, we will let you write whatever comic book you want. They were really bad about that.
You can do whatever you want.
I got into that.
Someone look at my books.
With 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge, and looking that up, that was back in 2004, and Jesus Christ, am I old.
Yeah.
Fuck.
There was a second run of Killjoy's comics? I completely missed. Oh, it came out last year. Wow. All right.
Well, that explains why you missed it. Like it was just happened.
The True Lives of the Fabulous Killjoys National Anthem is that one. The third Umbrella Academy I need to get is Hotel Oblivion. And then there's a side series called You Look Like Death, Tales from the Umbrella Academy.
That's cool.
That also came out last year. Gerard doing a lot of comic writing last year, apparently.
Good for him. He was busy last year because they had that reunion and everything.
The reunion that got delayed twice.
Yeah.
Yep.
And now I have to wait until next September to see them.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Yeah. Anyway, I think that's about it for this episode. What do you guys think?
Sounds good to me.
I mean, we could keep going on ranting about music. It's always fun.
We could, but I am getting a little sleepy.
I'm getting there myself. I'm
The
probably
sleepy
gonna
poo.
watch something and pass out.
I'm going to go listen to
Yeah,
Baby You're a Haunted House by Gerard Way on loop.
Sounds like a plan. Good night, everybody.
Bye, everybody. If you want to get in touch with us... let me exercise the demon from my throat. Don't take that out of context. If you want to get in touch with us, we're on Twitter at AmbiguousPod. We're on Facebook, facebook.com/AmbiguousPod. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just search Moral Ambiguity Podcast. Everything's in the link tree. linktr.ee/Moral Ambiguity.
Do people still use Linktree?
Yeah.
I assume so.
There's just like 50 different variations of the same basic thing. There's like flow page, cards, all sorts of shit like that.
That's
anyway,
fair.
thank you for listening. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Later.